In this video, we're about to watch a former FBI agent who now works for the CIA talk about how they set people up. And this is exactly why I don't argue with bots in the comments. If they can do this to Alex Jones, I'm sure they did this to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'm sure they also did it to Brother Rashad Jamal. Now I want y'all to hear this and pay close attention.
Gavin O'Bleness is a contracting officer at the CIA. O'Bleness worked for the FBI in 2021 and 2022 in the San Diego office, moved on to Homeland Security where he conducted asylum interviews at the southern border, and now works for the CIA managing multi-million-dollar contracts across government agencies and private sector vendors.
The Bureau is able to progress far enough to be able to put pro-lifers in jail whenever they want.
Yeah, you can kind of put anyone in jail if you know what to do.
How?
You set them up. You create the situation to where they have no choice but to act on their impulse. And once they act on that impulse, then we call that entrapment. It's a fine line.
Does the Bureau practice entrapment a lot?
We get really close.
Not officially.
No. We get as close as we can. We get as close as we can to it without doing it.
So they can entrap some of these pro-lifers into doing things that they don't.
Depending, yeah. We call it a nudge.
A nudge.
A nudge. Sometimes you just gotta give them a quick little, just to see what happens, right?
And how does that happen?
You put a post out there, or you have someone fake profile, say something that triggers, that we know is going to trigger them, right? Like, we already know your history. If we're to that point, we already know everything about it. So we're like, oh, this will piss them off. Sometimes you light the fuse and just wait for it to follow. Nothing like putting out a fake social media thing to like really get people mad. Oh, it's fake news. Sometimes it's not fake. It's embellished a little bit.
Who would be like a big influencer that you're after?
You always want the biggest and loudest. Like that, what was his name? The one that said Sandy Hook didn't happen.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, so we were after him.
Are you still after him? Why?
Because he's broke. He got found guilty and had to pay like $100 million.
So why were you after him? Just to get the money from him?
Yeah. Well, we were looking at all of his followers, commenting, following, like, who's that going to lead us to, right?
So with Alex Jones, the goal with him was what? Just to bankrupt him?
Pretty much. Chop his legs off.
They did. Yeah. So the FBI was happy.
We didn't care. We were like, oh.
Are you still watching him?
Yeah.
Why?
We did what we wanted.
Which was what?
Took his money away. We shut him up for a while. You're never going to shut him up permanently.
Unless you put him in prison.
But again, he didn't do anything to go to prison.
You could bring a nudge.
He did incite a riot, like